What up, y'all? Welcome to episode 6 of Indy-Analysis. I'm your co-host, Jonathan Bridline.
And I am Alan J. Panion, and today we are talking about the Los Angeles Clippers.
We're gonna take a little trip to La La Land today.
La La
Everyone,
Land.
please fasten your seatbelts. Please put your trade tables up in a locked position. We're going to La La Land, the land of opportunity, the land where all good things happen. Except if you're a Clippers fan.
Yeah,
Funny
I
because
guess
they
so.
suck. Just kidding. They're not
Yes.
terrible.
I don't know.
42 and
We're
40,
about to see.
like the
Average.
definition of mid. The definition
Yeah.
of mid. Ninth in the West playing team. Head coach Tyronn Lue. That's my guy. Delivered Cleveland Cavaliers a championship.
Yes,
Love
sir.
that man. We're just gonna get into the rotation. Starting five. So real quick, if we recall to the Boston Celtics episode 5. If you haven't watched it, click off this video, click on that video, then come back to this video. Cool? You did that? Awesome. I mentioned that the Boston Celtics were top heavy, quote unquote. They had a solid starting five, and then the bench was, especially in terms of scoring, meh.
Meh.
For the
Yep.
Clippers, on the other hand, they have Reggie Jackson at the 1, and then Norman Powell, Paul George, Marcus Morris, and Ivanka Zubac starting. Norman Powell, I just want to say this. Norman Powell, he was a good player for the Raptors, won a championship with the Raptors. People don't realize averaged 21 points this year. Like, dude can ball. And then you got Paul George averaging 25, whatever. And then off the bench, you got Terrence Mann coming off for Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, Rocco, Robert Covington, Nick Batum, and then Isaiah Hartenstein. And I know, pause. I know what you're saying. Where's Kawhi Leonard? He was injured, okay? He didn't play all year. Kawhi Leonard is out of the picture right now. One thing that Alan and I were saying off camera was this team had, I should say, it was last season, 8 players averaging above 10 points a game, which, if you're thinking, is a very good thing. You want that's a good thing, okay? You want that to happen. You got Luke Kennard, Terrence Mann, and Robert Covington all coming off the bench and giving you 10 to 15 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's what you need.
Yeah,
But
sure.
Alan, let's talk about this roster. What do you think?
So yeah, as we said, they had a mid season this year, and a
Mid.
lot of that can be due to injuries. So they suffered key injuries from Kawhi Leonard, who missed the
Kawhi.
season. Yes, Kawhi Leonard, the arguably one of the best top five player in the league, but
Top 5, healthy top 5 for
top,
sure.
yeah, top 10, top five, whatever. They missed Paul George, who missed 51 games this year with
He
a
missed
torn.
51.
He missed 51 games. That's like he only played like 30 games or so. So
And when he did play, he was an MVP candidate.
yes, exactly. So, and they traded for Norman Powell at the deadline. He was at the time he was averaging over 20 points a game, like Frid said, but he missed 20 out of 25 possible games with the Clippers. So he only played 5 games with the Clippers, and then they missed Nicholas Batum, who for 22 games. So he played maybe like 60-ish games. But despite these major injuries, the Clippers finished ninth in the West, and I would just like to say that Tyronn Lue is actually a good coach. We may not have thought that in like 2018, 2019 when he got fired from the Cavs, but we saw in last year's playoffs and this year that the Clippers they're somehow able to make it to the play-in game. That's just a tribute to Tyronn Lue's coaching.
All adversity thrown their way, literally
Yeah,
all
for
their
sure.
all-star superstar players injured.
Yeah, for
And when
sure.
a team is stripped of their 2 best players,
Hmm.
leave it up to the coaching.
Yeah, for sure. So I want to talk more about their depth. As Fred said, they had 8 out of 10 players average double-digit points, and they ranked second in bench points per game. Even this is also without like Paul George and Nick Batum and Rocco and Norman Powell for most of the season anyway. So they averaged 40 points a game from the bench. So that's
That's
that's second in the league, only behind
that's
Miami.
tremendous.
So that is really good for a team without their 2 best players for majority of the season. And I like to say that all these players are, except maybe Luke Kennard or if it's a Zubac, all of them are plus meaning that they're above average, plus 2 elite defensive players who can guard multiple
Mm.
positions. This is obviously we're not counting Kawhi Leonard, but players like Robert Covington, Marcus Morris, Paul George, Nick Batum, They are super versatile defenders who can guard 1 through 5 pretty much, and they can do it at a high level. And the Clippers often run a 5 out lineup where they slide Nick Batum or Robert Covington to the 5, and they can do this efficiently. Whereas Nick Batum or Covington can guard bigs and rebound at a high level. And in addition to that, every player apart from if it's a Zubac can pretty much hit the three ball at a plus. Again, plus meaning above average to an elite level from three. Luke Kennard, who is their best shooter, led the league in 3-point percentage with around
Mhm.
45% from the 3-point line, which
He
is
is crazy,
yeah. So
crazy.
he is
I
insane.
went to one Cavs game this year. It was the Cavs versus the Clippers,
Hmm.
and it was with it was end of the season, so like even if they had someone healthy, they were sitting.
Yeah.
My dude Luke Kennard like single handedly, I think the Cavs literally won by 2 points, and the Cavs were playing everyone like Mobley, Allen, Garland. We
Yeah.
had everyone, and they had Ivanka Zubac and Luke Kennard, and that was it. And Luke Kennard, I think, dropped like 29 on us with like
Yeah.
eight threes.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Luke Kennard is a certified bucket. Doesn't he have the Ohio record for
No, I was
scoring?
I was just gonna say that he passed LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Yeah. That
LeBron,
guy. Yeah.
that guy, that kid from Akron. Luke Kennard passed LeBron in all-time high school scoring.
That's crazy. Yep.
Yeah, he
Certified
played
bucket
for
Luke Kennard.
I forget what team he played for, but yeah, like
Yeah.
if you pass LeBron in anything, that means you're good at basketball. So
Pretty much, yeah, yeah. So, yep, he's a certified bucket, and in addition to their elite shooting, they have players like Luke Kennard and Paul George, Norman Powell, Reggie Jackson, Terrence Mann. All these players are shot creators, so they don't need to just be spot up shooters.